First Eps podcast is back. We took a little break. Siesta. Season 2 behind us. We're into season 3. What better way to start a brand new season than with a pop star ghost hunting show? Right. We watched Conjuring Kesha on Discovery Plus. And we're going to talk all about the first episode. My name is Eric, and this is First Eps. What's up, everybody? We are back. Holy shit. It's been, 3 weeks? Oh, my God.
Is that what it's been?
Too long, dude.
It's 3 weeks or 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I know. I kept looking at I did a tearaway calendar until the next season began. And here we are back.
Across of each day.
Yep. So what we did a little vacationing.
Yeah. So you guys went upstate, well, downstate.
Yeah, it was like got a nice little house. It had a hot tub. Drank some beers in the hot tub. Played some Marvel Puzzle Quest in the hot tub. Mostly spend my entire time in the hot tub. So that was good.
Yeah.
You went on an
I did a lot of reading.
You were all over the place, dude.
We were at two beachy places.
And down and beaches.
Yeah,
and
left, right,
cocktails.
Center. We did go to the city for a little bit. I don't have any really daiquiris. No, that's true. Yeah, but everything else, 100% accurate.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But
it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, but we missed this.
Oh my God, I did. I went to bed every night preparing, ready to go, and I'm thinking, wait, I'm not going to do this tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's late. When are we doing it again?
There were a bunch of times where I was like, because I watched a lot of new television too while we were gone.
You did.
And I was like, I'm going to do a bonus episode. And I was like, I couldn't find it in me. Like, I need you to help, be the catalyst to get this thing going.
Oh, yeah. Bam.
But so now we're back together.
Oof.
We watched
catalyzing.
Well, yeah, full catalysm.
Catalytic converter right here. Yep. And what did we watch to really start things off firing all cylinders?
We watched Conjuring Kesha. So we saw this while we were both on our separate vacations,
and we both wrote at the same time.
It was like, this needs to be the next episode, especially now that we're kicking off a new season. I mean, it only makes sense.
Well, and I was really surprised to see this, because have we talked about it on this podcast? But we've talked in the past about how Kristen Stewart is doing a ghost show with I think it's all gay cast. She wants to have a whole gay cast shooting it, filming all that kind of stuff.
I didn't know that until I saw an article about this one.
Oh,
because
we didn't talk about that then.
No,
okay.
Well, because Demi Lovato has a ghost hunting show too.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, you mentioned Demi Lovato. I thought you meant...
Or maybe she was just on the Kristen Stewart show.
No, that's not even out yet. They were just auditioning for that.
Yeah. There's a whole thing I saw. I never watched an episode of Demi Lovato thing, but she was like,
that's our bonus app.
Yeah. She's talking to a ghost who is afraid of men, so she makes all the men leave, and then she sings a song to the ghost to reassure her that her feminism will stay strong even in the afterlife.
Wow, what is this on? This sounds like something I need to watch.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It probably not even television. This was just like...
Song. Oh, it's just like a YouTube one-off?
It's just like a thing that she's putting out there in the world. No offense to Demi Lovato. She's been through some shit.
Yeah.
But this, just at least, if anything, watch the clip. It's so, cringy and just, it's so bad.
I mean...
And I want you to... Now that we've watched Conjuring Kesha episode 1, I would like a comparison.
I think I need to watch it, because this, I thought was... Well, there was some cringe in this.
There was some cringe. Let's talk about the first episode. So it starts out with this creepy intro where it's flashing pictures of Kesha with cat eyes, and another picture of Kesha with crawling out of a well or something. Just nonstop, just Kesha with her doing this voiceover I'm hunting ghosts now.
But I'm spiritually strong and ready to take them on.
Yeah. Perfect Kesha impression.
Thank you.
And then it starts off and it's got Kesha with a hand cam, and she's at a prison.
Yeah.
Now, the hand cam is the one that was so the way they portray that in the show, it's all over the place.
Yeah,
and like
energy,
flippy.
it's weird.
And then like blue and red, like
Yeah.
static jumping through
Yeah.
it. And then there's like another crew filming that.
Like actual professional.
Yeah, that was much better.
Yeah.
Because the stuff with the staticky and the fonts of the thing,
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
No, it was distracting.
It was jarring, and it was like, I don't know. It seemed old, like early '90s, like.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going
Oh,
for.
okay.
Like, it almost had like a Blair Witch vibe to it, but
Yeah, but shittier.
yeah, exactly.
Much shittier.
I mean, I love
It was
Discovery
like an early
Plus, but there's
MTV.
like a-
It was like early MTV fonts and stuff like
Oh
that.
my gosh, yeah, the whole thing was just, it literally is like a low quality horror film. They're trying to like make it, the production quality of it was kind of like that half of it.
Yeah.
And then half of it was
Well, I
actual
can't
film.
imagine the budget was very large on this. So I don't know if it was by choice that they were doing that, but, we'll get into it. And we see every week there's going to be a guest star kicking things off with Whitney Cummings,
I didn't know
comedian
who that is.
extraordinaire.
Yeah.
No,
You
you're
knew
not a
her.
fan. She's
No,
a
no.
writer for a
I've nothing
lot of
against her.
sitcoms, and she's a comedian.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of her, but
Yeah.
I don't know anything about her. Nothing against her. She was fine. I enjoyed her quite a bit more than Kesha.
Yeah. She seems, more
Like-
normal.
Yeah.
I love you
She
were
seemed
going
like
normal.
yeah. Like I could see myself having a conversation with her, talking, having a good time. Kesha was on another plane. We'll talk. Yeah.
So when next we see cowgirl Kesha walking through like the wilderness with like this big
the fringe
huge like
duster.
wool duster with like this long ass fringe and a cowboy hat on, and she's like standing on a cliff overlooking this prison.
And then it like stopped her when her eyes were like half open, so she looked especially dazed
Yes.
and confused.
I don't know if she's. I don't know much about Kesha. I know she's been through some shit.
Sure.
I don't know if she's sober but she seemed high as fuck the
I thought that
entire
time, too.
time.
And then I felt
her
bad,
eyes
except-
don't open.
Right? And I was
Past
like,
halfway.
do I feel bad about like admitting that I think she's high?
Yeah, she
But-
seemed
but
very much.
maybe
like,
maybe she's not, and she just kind of has that like, hey, like half closed eye affectation. She's
Maybe.
kind of like Janice from the Muppets.
Yeah, she
Like,
was.
If you
Who-
personify her, and I love Janice.
And
Who
Janice
doesn't?
was high all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, there were definitely scenes where like she was just like slurring her words and like eyes wouldn't open, like. But I don't know, like, because that is like, you and I are old timers now.
Yeah.
But that is like kind of like there's not much effort put in by these.
No, that's true, and
these millennials,
That is what I think we're actually.
zennials.
Yeah. But I think she's technically probably a younger millennial.
She's
too.
probably the same age as us.
I think maybe your age.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
Jace.
I'm
Maybe she's like
23.
35.
She might be my age.
I think she's definitely in her early 30s.
A handsome 23.
But what was
yeah.
it about that? Yeah, I don't know.
So then as she's stayed in there, we hear this voiceover where it's like very, very just like obviously read like terribly like by Kesha, just like, we are at this prison. It
That
is
was it.
very haunted and it's spooky here.
So I have to just say, this is not. I'm not critiquing the show at this point, but the scene and the setting and the presentation style of the show is completely different from anything else I've ever seen as a ghost show.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. We'll talk about how that turns out, but it's not trying to be scientific. It's
No.
not trying to be like in your face scary. It's just kind of like this
just-
girl who wants to explore
Exactly.
and see what happens.
Exactly. And in this thing, she's like, I must face evil. And it's like, oh my God. It was like one of those where it was so, how on every Discovery
Yeah,
Plus show,
yeah.
so serious. Everything's life or death.
Yep.
And then
But
it's
they
like,
usually don't say with a vocal fry.
Yeah.
I must look down my demons and ascend like an angel.
exactly. Yeah, shit like that. That's perfect. So, yeah, they're getting ready to go in. Whitney Cummings, like, freaks out already. Someone grabs her wrist. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to go in there.
Yeah. See, and that's when I started being a little annoyed about this. Is because any other ghost show would have slowed it down, showed us what happened.
Yeah.
We didn't see what happened to Whitney at all. She just freaked out.
Yeah, she just
and
had
she
a
ran
little freak
away.
out. She's like,
But then
"Listen, I
they
need
showed
another
us
bump."
later on. They did show like halfway through the show. They had like a flashback to that moment, and you'd actually one of the cameramen did catch her like throwing her arm down and then looking and then freaking out. Like they should have showed that right after she had the freak, because otherwise we just think she's being crazy. But
Yeah, moving
it
on,
looked
they
like
said.
something scared her in the second shot, but they didn't show us that. So it just looked like she was freaking out with a fly on her arm. It was
It did, yeah. I thought it was a fly too.
Exactly. She got bit by a fucking horsefly and she's freaking out.
A ghost fly.
Well, I wouldn't have known because they didn't show me anything. Anyway.
Next we meet Debbie. She's like
Debbie.
She was the former CEO.
Oh, we liked Debbie.
Yeah, she was like the tour guide or whatever. She's handling the whole thing. Now I looked this place up. This is Brushed Mountain Penitentiary for a private overnight ghost hunt. How much do you think?
How much Kesha paid for this?
Yeah, how much did Kesha pay?
$2.99.
Oh no, Kesha is a baller, dude. $1,500.
Really?
For one night
In Tennessee?
and she did 2 nights. She spent $3,000.
Let me get this straight. So, paid $3,000 to live or to investigate
Yeah.
a falling down asylum in fucking bumfuck Tennessee.
Well, listen. Now they might have got a discount. That's just for us normal people.
Because this is like far out too, right? This is not like a tent. This is not
So that's for the private
not
one.
in Memphis. This isn't in what's it
no.
called? What's Nashville? This is not in the good parts. This is like
I don't know where it is.
in my mind, it's like way out there.
I mean, it's a prison. Probably it's
Like
not
they want
in,
to keep them all away from.
probably
people.
not in Tennessee.
I'm not spending
like proper.
$1,500 a night for that. You can get like a nice resort. I'm still stuck on that.
But don't you? I mean, you can't ghost hunt at a resort.
For $2.99, I ghost hunt. I don't ghost hunt for $1,500.
Yeah. Well, you're not getting the good ghosts. So I next wrote down there. It's just Kesha and Whitney. Just as like the CEO is talking, it's just them nodding with this dead look in their eyes. Like they just kept showing it for like a minute. And it was just like,
Yeah. She's like, there was an unspeakable violence here. There was jugular veins / blood across the fields.
and that's when I actually was like liking it. And to your point, this is when I'm like, they're not really taking this seriously. They're just there to like just have a spooky encounter.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I was like, okay, I like that. We're like, they're making jokes about it and stuff like that. And Kesha's just like, oh my god.
that was so good.
And then we meet the owners. That was the next people we meet. And they, these are the people that go out with them on the first night,
who get
take
the
them on
money.
the tour.
They get the $15,000.
They're getting the big bucks.
1,500, not 15,000 yet.
And they're talking about how they hear growls. You're like, what are they saying?
Yeah, I'm like a growler.
Growls.
I'm like a grouse.
And they're like
the bird.
No. Growls.
But Whitney had that problem too.
She
was
did.
like, wait,
Everybody
what?
did. As soon as they said it, I was like, growls. And I was like, oh, growls. I don't know if she has like a speech thing.
No, I don't think
Sorry.
it's a speech thing. I think it's just an accent.
So this is night one. They're in there. It's just kind of scoping things out. Nothing really happens, but Kesha does have a little bit of a freak out.
Yeah.
They leave, and then next thing we know,
a bell doesn't ring, but it like kind of drifts on the string. We have to get out of here.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So next thing, night 2, they go back.
Yeah. You want to go back in, girl? Are you sure?
Yeah. We need to bring someone with us this time.
Who?
A demonologist.
That was so good.
So
then they bring in Bruce.
They get this demonologist in here, and
now did he look?
Here we go.
Now I just want to know, like, I'm going to call a demonologist in, right? Okay. Who do you think in your mind is going to come? Like, give me a description.
I don't know. Maybe like a priest.
Okay, yeah. I would see like a tall, severe, gaunt person.
Yeah, sure.
Definitely a hat. Like,
So you're saying
basically the guy from what is that from The Exorcist?
Oh yeah. So not a fat guy in a tactical vest. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
With a baseball hat with a cross on it.
Yes.
This guy, I don't know if he was like just like if he auditioned for this role or if he was just like an extra and they like, listen, you're getting bumped up to primetime player. But it was so awful. Every conversation that he had was so scripted. I was like, this is the most scripted reality show ever because any of their conversations were like so just like written. And then you could tell the way they were like chopped up where they're like, okay, now just say like, she better be careful in there. And then they just cut to him. She better be careful in there.
I mean, I think this all goes back because the two ladies who owned it, they made some like offhand comment that it's possibly a demon.
Oh, yes.
And then they took that as being like gospel.
Yeah,
That
now
of
there's a
course the
demon.
place is riddled. It's basically hell itself. They're just running loose there, just screaming.
So they did say that there was 10,000 people that were killed in this
Sure.
place, and it was all bad people.
I mean,
because
that
it's the
makes
jail.
sense. Right. And of course, I mean, if you do follow ghost stuff, it makes sense when tragedy happens, when misery happens. Demons are supposed to be attracted to that.
A hotbed.
Exactly.
For
So not
demons.
only could it be human suffering and ghosts, but it could be a
Yeah.
demon. Sure, it's possible.
Exactly. Call up the 32nd
But-
best demonologist in the country, in the state.
And then he only focuses on the fucking, like, is this a demon? It's like, what about the other 30,000 ghosts? Like,
No, he's not a ghostologist.
Exactly. And then, of course, when
That costs an extra
it was just
$100.
So irritating. Then when anything blinked, it must be the demon. It's like
Demon.
fucking 10,000 people died here. It could be any of
Azazel.
them. Exactly.
He was like naming him.
Yeah.
This sounds like the
Name
demon.
yourself. He's throwing holy water around.
Now-
Kesha's like just spinning dazed. It was ridiculous.
Now, as far as demonologists go,
Yeah.
where does this guy rank on the whole? I mean, because all demonologists are douchebags. Let's put that out there. If you're gonna say you're a demonologist, I mean, come on. But where does this guy rank on the douchebag scale of demonology?
Oh, I was not impressed with him at all. I wouldn't trust
The worst you've ever seen? I've only seen 3. He's the worst for me.
He is the. I don't know if he's the most annoying I've ever seen,
mm-hmm.
but I do think in terms of capability, he's the one I would trust the least to help me out in a terrible situation.
Gotcha. Well, he did set these ghost traps.
Right.
He put like a Bible out there, and there's like a light, and then like a plate with a knife on it.
Which
or
you
a
never saw
steak or
again any of
something.
these things. They just
Yeah.
put them out there to scare us.
And like a box that played a lullaby. Never saw that.
That's true. I guess I never played. That's a good point.
So, the one thing I did like, all of the things that they have are like fully bedazzled. Like the flashlights, the lights, the alarms are all like bling.
That's
full on
true.
bling.
I didn't think about that. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good, Kesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need someone like Kesha to, lighten this up a little
I mean,
bit.
I would go ghost hunting with Kesha, but
Yeah.
like,
I bet you
Yeah.
could. I bet you could pay for that. $5,000. Go ghost hunting with Kesha. We'll look
that
into
could
that.
be a new thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like, what is that called when you have the celebrities cameo?
Yeah,
like
it's
you
like
go
a
ghost
cameo
hunting with the
ghost
celebs.
hunting with them. Yes. So now they're in. This is where the shit starts to hit the fan. Everything's going crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Lights are going off. Or everybody's freaking out. One of the things that I liked. This was one of the next scenes.
highlights.
Whitney Cummings in a room.
Yeah.
And she's got this machine, and it just says words sometimes. Now, what was this machine?
That's a spirit box, right?
Okay, it's a spirit box.
So what that does is it goes
it
through all the
converts energy. No. Not the thing that.
This is the ovulus. Yeah,
that
ovulus.
just it was like a speak and spell.
Yeah. So what that is that apparently somehow this ghost can speak in the great beyond, and it gets translated into words. So static turns into words, not through the ghost box like we hear it, but it goes on a little screen, and then you can't have it speak. And she said some great things she found.
The first thing that said was choose gender clean. I'm like, wait a minute. It's something about your gender?
Yeah, and then before we knew it, it was a transgendered ghost
Yes.
that was trapped there, and she was crying.
Yeah.
Now,
Not only trapped in a jail, trapped in the afterlife, but trapped in the body of a man.
That's true. I mean, and so that would be tragic
Triple
if it was
trapped.
true. I mean, but she just jumped from this. What happened with clean? Like, what if the person was just dirty and didn't get a bath for 14 years, and that's what they were because there was a
Maybe they think that the female gender is the clean gender. Choose. I choose that one.
maybe. Oh, see, now we didn't see they did not show us the rationale. It was literally the beeper thing was beeping, and all of a sudden we've got the whole backstory assigned to this ghost.
Yeah, Whitney Cummings was like, she had it down. But as soon as it beeped, she's like, choose gender clean. This,
she knows.
This tranny's talking to me, baby.
Yep, and that's what's happening. So we're we've got this person.
Is this the most progressive ghost show moment that you've seen?
I have never seen a show where they think they're speaking to a transgender ghost. So yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Which is laudable, commendable. I
Yeah.
do think Kristen Stewart's show is probably going to do whatever with that
Oh
one,
yeah,
because
there's
they're
gonna be
tackling
lots
sexuality
of
head on.
Well, yeah, you're like you said, it's all gay ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's all sexually. Not gay ghosts.
I thought they were just like they
No, the
only.
hosts. The hosts are all going to be on the GBLT.
Hosts, not gay ghosts.
I mean, maybe they'll be focusing on that too. I'm not sure about the orientation and the sexuality.
I think Kesha wins this one right now.
The genders of the ghosts. I don't know. Yeah,
but I'm telling you that. So that Demi Lovato thing, that was very much like it was a anti-man, feminist thing. So the ghosts are getting woker.
I have to say that's what's interesting. So perhaps that's true, and that's cool that we're learning this.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think that this was just a leap of faith that she put onto it. And then on top of it all, I think it might be the demon trying to trick her. And what do? We go to Bruce Valanche,
That's
demonologist.
what he says. Yeah, the demon's trying to trick you by these hot button topics.
And she's like, "What?"
This ghost would lie to me about their gender.
Then she cries again because she was getting manipulated.
She was easily manipulated. What does it say about you, Whitney Cummings?
Whitney, you gotta be careful about this, especially when you walk in a situation like this where you're vulnerable.
Next, we see an SLS camera.
Yes, a structured light sensor. I think that stands for.
And they hear like some growls, so they focus this camera on there, and it was obviously two stick figures humping. That's what I saw, anyways.
Yeah. So what that is that, let me break this down for the listener back home. So when it's a human body, it gives points on the body, like where the elbows are, basically where the joints are. You'll see like dots. So you'll see like a dot for the head, a dot of the neck. But sometimes it does it when there's no human around, and it just kind of does it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why that happens. People think it's because it's the light is picking up something, but our eyes can't see it. So supposedly, whenever that happens, it's a ghost. Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but all these shows use them now. It's a hot thing, and they always look like they're tweaking.
Okay.
So this was the classic tweaking ghost on the door frame.
So
this one was,
Yeah, and it was just humping this other ghost.
Well, it could have been two or one. I'm not sure. I thought it was long legs. Yeah. Definitely long legs.
Definitely doggy style. And they were going to town.
Yeah, now we don't know the gender of this ghost.
No,
so we just saw the actions happening for this one. And Whitney did not presume either to know this time.
No.
She was transfixed though.
She was, and Kesha,
Kesha was horrified.
Not. She literally ran out of there. She was like, "Ew, these ghosts are humping," and she booked it. No, she didn't say that, but she did get really freaked out and just bailed on Whitney Cummings.
She did, and the reason she left is because she didn't want to get, infected by a demon. Possessed by a demon. But what about Whitney?
Yeah, she just left her there.
Jesus, come on.
And my favorite...
And of course the demonologist is just watching in the background, just laughing at the whole thing.
Just eating chips. Just a bag full of barbecue chips.
Whitney's literally spinning in a circle and vomiting at this point, and nobody's doing anything for her.
But my favorite moment of the entire show, even after all this, Kesha's freaking out outside. She's having a meltdown.
Yeah.
And she says, "I don't need to interact with darkness. That's not what I'm here." And I'm like, bitch, that's the entire point of this show.
Yeah.
Don't have Conjuring Kesha if you don't want to conjure shit.
Right. And she's flipping the bird. She's walking out. That was the greatest meltdown I've ever seen on a
ghost hunting history.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you've seen a lot of shit.
Because she just lost her marbles. There's fake ones like that. What's his name does? I saw a ghost.
Oh yeah.
You know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does it all the time too. I can't breathe. I literally can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe any of that. Hers, she really was kind of she didn't know how to process.
Yeah, she was like, what am I doing here? Or maybe the drugs wore off or something.
I mean, yeah.
And she was like, this sucks.
She's out. So, and we agreed with her. It did suck.
It did suck. But Whitney does not get possessed that we know of. Now, the cameras weren't on her at this moment.
Strangely enough, so Whitney's by herself getting accosted.
Yeah.
We're not even with Whitney. We're following out seeing Kesha doing whatever she's doing.
There's a whole other, there is a very happy trans ghost that is finally inside of a woman.
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah. Now.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And Whitney Cummings.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Very brave, Whitney.
So yeah, and then it ends, and they're like, "All right, we're out of here. We need to go to the bar. We need to get a stiff drink."
Yeah, and then I was like, "Oh, okay. So I guess she drinks alcohol."
Yeah, she does.
So I felt better about that.
And then I needed a stiff drink after watching that as well. I felt the same way as Kesha.
We were right there at the bar
with Whitney Cummings. Yeah, I was just like, me fucking too, Kesha.
Yeah,
fucking too. Oh. It was
Fourth double.
it was a show. But before we get into our official First Steps ratings, let's talk ghosts. Ooh, yeah. Let's talk ghost hunting. Specifically, what random pop star would you next like to have a ghost hunting show?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Bjork.
Oh my God, what a great idea. Now,
Right?
would this just be in like Iceland? She's just doing those spots, or would she be like mixing in with the Tennessee people? Because it's going to be two different types
That
of
would
shows.
be amazing with the Tennessee people. She's like down in the Alamo, we're like running
Yeah.
around looking for ghosts.
Just wearing like a duck costume or whatever.
Oi!
She's moved out.
I think I saw something. I don't know what she sounds like.
That's exactly how she sounds. Oi! Yeah. No, I think that's
Yeah.
a great choice.
Yeah, yeah. How about you? Who would you like to
I don't even
get down
know. I
with?
didn't even pick one. And now, like, I feel like I can't even match that. Let me think for a second.
Yeah. Like, how about a movie star too? Could be fun too.
Oh, yeah.
But a pop star's kind of fun too because it's kind of like different, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
And they could sing to them.
I do like the singing part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ghost.
Exactly. I think I would like, I don't know.
Like
Maybe
Barbra Streisand?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe, Tori Amos.
That's a good one too. She probably lives with ghosts.
Yeah.
Like,
It would be a very different show.
oh my gosh, I should be like, I actually see a fairy now, not a ghost. And then I come walking into the scene. Hey, Tori.
All right, so what then? Okay, what actress then? If we're then let's go actress.
Oh, actresses?
Yeah, who would you? I'm gonna say Tori Spelling.
Keep the Tori face for you.
Yeah,
All right.
I only do shows with Tories now.
I don't know any other Bjorks, so I'll have to pick
Yeah.
something else totally.
Because I miss. Remember when Tori Spelling had like that whole reality world she
maybe
was
like
living
her
in?
with like 8 kids who are grown up
Yeah,
now.
and now ghosts.
That'd be awesome. They all hunt together.
Yeah.
Which one of my babies is missing? But it's kind of like a Home Alone, and she leaves one of them every
Oh,
time.
yeah.
It's like, I left Morrissey in the jail cell. I'm gonna go find him back.
It's making noises.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah,
Oh,
ah.
I hear a ghost.
Anyway, I don't know. See, I feel the same way too. Maybe like Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie, that would be a good one.
What the fuck am I looking at?
I would like that.
She's just shooting coochies at them. What are
Hey.
those called? Koosh balls.
Yeah. For the younger audience, there was a woman named Rosie O'Donnell who had a show, a talk show, and she would fling koosh balls into the audience. Yeah. I forgot about that completely.
Did you?
That was great.
Yeah. So that's my choice.
Both great choices, I think. And yeah. What would now? What would your show be named? I thought about this. Mine would be spelling with the spellings, but it was like spelling is like casting spells. Is that a word?
Yeah. Spelling. Yeah.
Or
And it
spelling.
shows her like doing that, and
Yeah.
she says it. Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Yours would
Yeah,
be.
mine would be oh God,
Ro-
I was gonna say rings around the rosy.
oh, I love it.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, ashes, we all fall down. I don't know, or yeah.
Now we're gonna get into our review in a second, but first, where does this one rank among the other ghost hunting shows that you? Now you watch a lot. Like you love the ghost hunting genre.
I do.
You've seen them all.
Pretty much.
Not the Demi Lovato one,
No.
but other ones.
I've certainly seen them all that are on Discovery Plus. Let me say that. at least.
Okay. Now, where does this one
So
ultimately fall?
I will watch this show without a fucking second, like, guess. I hated it. I think it was the worst of all the shows I've seen. I almost disliked it more than the Zach Baggins one. What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
That guy who I cannot stand.
Wow.
Because she didn't do anything. It
No,
was like
nothing
she
happened.
got in there, she got scared, she like chanted some like mystic things to make herself feel better.
And even the shit that like you talk about how there's the history involved when they have like the historian that comes in and tells shit about it. We got a very half-assed version of that, and it was just like this place had bad guys in it, and it's evil.
Yep, and they told one story.
Yeah, and it was like the owner of the place that was telling. And, it wasn't like they didn't do any due diligence.
No historian. I felt like there's nothing to make it. So I really, when I do watch it, like it's either campy, like the one is so bad. The Zach, whatever his name is, one is just like unseen death happened here. We will never know the tragedy. And you're like, okay, this guy's way over the top, whatever. Mm-hmm. But at least, like, you know what he's going for.
Yes.
The other ones are all like, so this is what happened. there were over 1,000 deaths, or like they'll have somebody come in and tour them, or they'll go and like show like they try to tell the story, so it's
Like,
not just about.
What is that one that you like that has like the
Kindred Spirits is my favorite.
Is that the one where it has the woman like historian or whatever?
Well,
I think you showed me one like that where it was like
there is one with the historian. That one is what is that we were just talking about, the Holzer Files.
Oh, okay.
That was really good too. But yeah. But they're more professional. This was obviously just somebody who's interested in it. She's metaphysical, and it's a very different feeling.
Yeah.
I think it would tap into a different audience, though. So I think that's what they want ultimately.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, smoking weed and just want to watch something and have fun with Kesha.
Yeah.
Which, like, I think I would like to watch the second one to see if that is how this is going to be.
It's hard. Like, I like the premise of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not to rail on Kesha, but she doesn't have a personality. Whitney Cummings would have been a better protagonist, and she could have, because she was able to like carry it when she was talking, and she seemed like somebody I wanted to listen to. Kesha's just so left of center that it's hard to like root for her and learn through her, because you can't really get her perspective.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, she did. Like, the whole thing seemed entirely scripted, whereas other ghost hunting shows, like, sure, they're probably like all of it is probably scripted, even up until like the scares and stuff like that. Yeah. But this one seemed entirely scripted. The talking, the ghost traps,
the focus on the demon part of it, where it's like you didn't even show us any evidence. We saw no evidence about a demon whatsoever
of really anything.
I think we may have heard a growl once.
Yeah, and even then, I feel like, even like they have the producers interjecting every once in a while, and I feel those are just actors portraying the producers to move the story, the narrative along. Gotcha. And like they're telling this narrative, and they're like, okay, we need this light to go on. Like, whereas other ones, I feel like they have an air of like more seriousness, like you said, more professionalism. This one, I don't doubt at all that they just triggered these traps. They moved the bell to swing. Like other times where I'm watching, I'll be like, oh, did you see that? Like, it seems more realistic. I don't know if any of these are, but like, at least give me that air. This one, I didn't feel that at all. They're like, okay, we just gotta, we gotta do this now.
And they seem to make a lot of like suppositions. That's the thing. Like, I'm fine it's not a lot of evidence, but like just assuming through like a beep that now you're talking to a transgendered ghost. Just assuming because there's a story told and you bring in a demonologist that you're battling demons.
Yes. Like, without a historian. Exactly. Who are we to know if there was?
I want more. Yeah, tell me more records about the demon thing. Yeah. I don't know.
Now, all that being said, I can't even rate this as the stay away from at all costs. This one, I will watch it if there's nothing else to watch.
Because I've totally watched everything on Discovery Plus that's to do with ghosts.
Yeah,
I will watch this when it comes out every week just to watch it.
I know Gata is going to be on one of the next ones.
Data the first time.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
yeah, not Brent Spiner. Gata, he's like a rapper. He's on the show Dave, but he's going to be on one, and I'm like, I have to watch this one. And the next one, they go to an opera house, which like cool.
I'm excited to see how a guest celebrity or investigator will help to change things up, and maybe Kesha will find a better, because really she is in the role now of being like the host, but she seems kind of self-indulgent. Yes. So it's a weird.
And so much, everything was like put on to like from the just her attire and like just everything. It just seemed so like fake. Like I said, there were times when like her and Whitney seemed like they weren't taking it very seriously. Those are the best moments for me. The other times when they were trying to be Discovery Plus horror ghost show, like it seemed really silly and fake.
It's like they were just doing it because they were told to do it, not because they really wanted to be like that, and it came across. Yeah. You're right. That's a good point. Like, stick to like what you're comfortable with, because I think it would translate better to the viewer.
Just a couple of stoners going like ghost hunting, dude. I would love that so much more. That's
exactly it. They're just like,
tell me what it is that you're
like,
doing.
Who's the woman from the beginning? Barb. Listen, it's gory. We get it. Let's just get the fucking ghost going, and then because you're so irreverent, shit's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be amazing for us as a viewer, right?
Play a little Kesha, like play your songs at least.
Right?
Get some dance party going, and then see how the ghosts.
And then that energizes them.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, they're levitating, puking, spinning, and we're like, oh my God.
We're levitating, puking, spinning too.
Exactly.
Because we're drunk and high as a mug.
And we're feeling the energy.
We're feeling Kesha's energy.
But how did the ghost did? And then we didn't translate it.
No, it was not the right energy. It was dark demonic energy.
But like...
I'm positive.
I'm positive it was dark demonic. With like, it was the most like laconic demonic energy I've ever seen.
Ooh, laconic demonic. Is that the name of the episode? All right. I think that's all we literally can say about this first episode.
I love the fact, though, that I'm like panning it, but I would watch it again. Like, I can't wait to watch the next one. Probably work tomorrow when I'm doing my lunch break.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good thing you said lunch break. Because they watch this. Absolutely. All your bosses are watching this right now.
No, I do. I love watching ghost stuff. That's what I usually do. That's how I get away from the day, except I can't go to my desk.
Yeah. All right. Conjuring Kesha, episode 1. There it is. Go check it out on Discovery Plus. There's 4 episodes.
4 now.
Yeah. Each one's like 42 minutes. Plus commercials. There's a little commercials on here. Yeah. But go check it out. I would love to hear your opinion if you feel the same way. If you get more of what Kesha's vibe was, or if we're just entirely wrong about everything, which is not possible. But let us know if you think that. That's it. Thank you so much for coming back, watching episode 1 of season 3. It's a big deal. We're 3 seasons into this. No one thought we'd make it past season 1.
Looks like
and look at us now.
It. Yep.
Look at us.
Do you think that Kesha's going to make it to 3 seasons with this show?
Well, her seasons are 4 episodes each, maybe. But we'll see. No, I don't know. The budget on this can't be much. So if people are digging it, which I don't think the people are digging it. But yeah, let us know if you're digging it. And go check us out on YouTube. Pop Culture Playground is where you will find this show, my video game news show, a bunch of movie reviews, TV show reviews, and a bunch of stuff. Go check us out there. And then also, anywhere podcasts are found, you can listen to this show. We're everywhere from Amazon to the Amazon rainforest.
Great.
All across the world. But if you do check us out on the Apple Podcast or Spotify Podcast, leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a little note. Tell us how great we are. We'd love to hear it.
We need that, yeah.
What else? Social medias. We're out there. Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're doing all the things.
Vine.
Oh, no more Vines.
Oh.
We are on MySpace, though. So put us in your top 8. And yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else?
I don't. Have a great night.
All right. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, what's up, everybody? That's right. We're back from a long vacation, and we are rested, rejuvenated, and sexualized. Let's go. Kesha's house.